What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. I do new videos all the time on Etsy, e-commerce, and personal success. With that being said, please consider subscribing to my email list in the description below and turning on post notifications for my videos. So, in this video, I want to talk about why I'm not going to be making any Etsy ad tutorials yet. I'm going to talk about what is better than Etsy ads right now, and I want to talk about Etsy ad strategies for now. So let's jump right into it. The reason that I'm not making any Etsy ad tutorials for now is a number of reasons. First off, I believe that they're going to change the Etsy ads once again. I think they're going to give us some more control here in the future, but for now, the whole money grab idea, I think that kind of rings true because they missed their Q3, quarter three earnings, their projected earnings, what they wanted to make to make their shareholders happy. So because of that, they decided that, hey, look, everybody on Etsy right now using promoted listings and barely using Google Shopping, because Google Shopping ads were previously pretty bad for most sellers. They seen that over 50% of all the allocated budgets for all of us put together. I mentioned this in a previous video. So only 50% on average of our budgets were being spent. And we all know this. It was tough to get your entire budget spent, especially if you wanted it to be spent when you had a positive return on investment for your ads, right? So if only 50% of your ads or ad daily budget were being spent each day, and you were making a positive ROI, you were like, dang, why can't I get it to spend more, right? But Etsy also seen this statistic because it's their website. They see everything, of course. So they seen that and they wanted to get more of our money. And the best way to do that is just exactly what they did is combine Google Shopping ads as well as combine Google Shopping ads with promoted listings. So it was a great way to get all of our money spent. And also get more Google traffic to their website, ultimately increasing their revenue, ultimately making the shareholders happy and making, the Wall Street happy. Pretty much making Wall Street happy was the whole idea behind Etsy ads and the no control Etsy ads. So I think after Q4, we're going to have a huge Q4 on Etsy. Etsy will do really well. I'm not going to say every single shop on Etsy will do well because we all know that's not how it works. But so Q4 will be really good for Etsy, right? The holidays plus this ridiculous Etsy ad platform where we have no control over, that will boost their earnings big time. Shareholders will be happy. Everybody will be happy. And then Etsy this is a prediction of mine, so don't write this in stone tablet somewhere, but this is my prediction that Etsy will eventually give us some more control. They may split it up in a way again. Who knows? That would be really nice if we could just control promoted listings again. Or they may give us bid control. They may give us some more statistical data. Like the fact they don't show us our daily budget or daily spend right now is just mind-blowing to me. So they may change it up in the future, and that's why I'm not making any Etsy ad tutorials or any ebooks or courses on that, because I'm not going to make a tutorial and a whole guide on how to turn on Etsy ads and then choose these ones. There's 2 freaking settings for these Etsy ads, and it's sad. Granted, there are some, there is strategy there. We need to lay out strategy, and I will at the end of this video. So continue watching. And so there is strategy, don't worry, but I'm not going to make any ebooks or tutorials or any series here on YouTube for it just yet, because I believe my hopeful prediction is that it'll change in the future. But my unhopeful prediction brings me to the point 2 of this video, is what is better than Etsy ads right now, right? So the whole lesson right now with Etsy ads is that Etsy is their own website, and they continue to make decisions that show this to us. And they continue to make decisions that anger sellers and cause sellers to move to other platforms. Sure, we'll stay on Etsy, but everybody else or people that are moving and diversifying their income are moving to other platforms like Shopify and other things like that for their own standalone website, because you control that much, much more, right? So what is better than Etsy ads right now? Obviously, the first one is actual Google ads, right? So I always say don't send paid traffic to your Etsy website. It's a pretty bad idea because it's a marketplace and people get really distracted. But for now, if you do want to send paid traffic to your website, Google Ads on its own is 10 times better than what Etsy is deciding to do with your Google Shopping ads, right? You'll have so much data. You might not know what to do with it. That's why a lot of people don't do it, because it's pretty advanced compared to turning on Etsy ads and waiting, it's much more advanced than that. So if you want to take the dive, use Google Ads, and you get to control your bid, you get to control your keywords, you get to control your negative keywords, you get to control literally everything. And then if you set up Google Analytics with your Etsy shop that Etsy allows you to do, wouldn't be surprised if they took that off. You can really, really analyze all the traffic that's coming to your website with the ads and everything. So that is way better in my eyes than the Google ads that Etsy is serving for you, right? Because there's a whole lot of fickle judgment involved going on Etsy with their algorithm. First, that prioritizes other people over you. Then it goes to Google Shopping, the Google Shopping ads, which has its own algorithm, which is its own algorithm. So you're really playing with, you're really rolling the dice, to believe that Etsy ads is gonna make your Etsy shop grow really fast, right? It could. I mean, it definitely can. I'm not crapping on Etsy ads too hard right now. It's still profitable for me. It's still profitable for a lot of people. And yeah, I'm happy that it's there, but I'm talking about the alternatives right now. So Google Ads, obviously a better alternative than just turning on Etsy ads if you want more control. The second alternative, and this is the contender for promoted listings, this will be extremely powerful if you can master this. And also, quick point, guys, because I say don't send paid traffic to your Etsy site, you should always be moving towards working on your own standalone website. And then another side note from that, I say a lot that you should not start your own standalone website unless you have the social media traffic to back it up. Because if you just start a standalone website, it's gonna stand alone, right? You need to send social media traffic to it. And you don't want to start a standalone website unless you have traffic that you can back it up with, right? Etsy gives you the free traffic and the paid traffic through their marketplace. But if you have your standalone website, it's not a marketplace. It's a standalone website. You need to be able to send your own traffic to it. So because I say that, if you were to master Google Ads or the next ad platform that I'm about to mention, then you wouldn't actually have to wait until you have social media traffic to back it up, right? Okay, so the second alternative and the contender to promoted listings is Pinterest promoted pins. 10 times more powerful than promoted listings ever was, because you can choose the exact phrases that your ads serve for. So 10 times more powerful. A big question I was always getting was, how do I not have my promoted listings show for this keyword or that keyword? Well, you would have to create a new listing or redo that listing or deactivate that listing and relist it without those keywords that were sucking up your money, what I used to call junk tags. So with promoted pins, you can choose your keywords, your phrases, your exact match phrases, your kind of match phrases. There's a ton of things to do it. And then yes, you can do by interest. There's tons of interests on Pinterest where you can just serve your ad to anybody and hope for the best. I wouldn't recommend that right off the bat. And then also you can have a conversion pixel with both of these platforms, Google Ads and Pinterest. So that is if you were to have your own standalone website, you could track the conversions, you can track what's working. Unlike all the Etsy ads ever has been, you got to see the orders from ads, sure, but that's really it. There was not as much data and data storing going on as much as having your own standalone website with a pixel, a conversion pixel. So promoted pins is just like promoted listings because it's a search engine, right? It's a search engine. So all the traffic that your ad will show up for, if you do it right, is warm traffic. They're looking for that product. So it's much better than a Facebook ad where they're just scrolling through their feed. Oh, cool. Okay, maybe I'll buy that. Maybe I won't. And then you really have to retarget them and go, 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 go. But with promoted pins, it's all warm traffic. So that's the two alternatives that is better than Etsy ads right now, right? And again, let me say, it's not a great idea to send paid traffic to Etsy, but in some instances, it's better than what's going on with Etsy ads for some people. You know, if your Etsy ads aren't performing, consider those two platforms. Consider doing promoted pins first because it's much more user-friendly than an in-depth Google ad campaign, right? So that's point 2 of this video. And then in the last part of this video, I want to talk about the strategy for your Etsy ads, right? So obviously there's only on or off, and then on or off for your listings, and then your daily budget, which you don't actually get to see if it spends your daily budget or not. You can average it out. You can look at your monthly spend for the last 30 days, and then you can divide that by 30, and that will tell your average daily spend. And for me, it's still only spending around 50% of my allocated budget. So first strategy is to go all out. You want to turn on all of your listings and max out your budget as much as you're comfortable with. Then add $5 because I'm pushing you to do better, right? Push yourself out of your comfort zone. You'll never succeed unless you push yourself out of your comfort zone, period, in life. So that's the first strategy. Go all out with your max budget. Go all out with all your listings. Then wait 30 days because it won't give you as much data as previously. Wait 30 days and analyze everything, turn off everything that wasn't working, analyze the statistics for what wasn't working, for what was working, and make educated decisions based on that, right? I'm not going to walk you through that, but you know your own shop, you know the keywords that work, that don't, etc. So that's first strategy, go all out. And the second strategy is not all out. It's, choose a comfortable budget and only turn the listings on that were your best sellers previously. Maybe add a few here and there that you're comfortable with, or that you're pretty sure will do well, right? And then obviously, if you're pretty sure if it'll do well, there's still the mystery factor with Etsy ads. We should call it the mystery platform, the mystery ads platform instead of the Etsy ads platform. It's really a lot of mystery involved with this new ad platform. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please subscribe to my channel, like this video right now if you haven't already, and watch my next video. Peace.